Grey Knight players, it's looking like the Emperor may have answered your prayers, because there is a small hint now that the Grey Knight refresh has started to happen. Over on the Games Workshop website, a certain character is no longer available to buy, and it's saying that they are going to be removed from the web store altogether. On top of that, we're going to sprinkle on some rumours, some new rumours that I've been hearing lately about Grey Knights, and waffle about it all. So let's jump in and let's get to those glorious waffles. So let's jump over to this window, because this has been spammed to me today over on Discord and other social media platforms, and people are saying, Valrak, have you seen what's happening with Grandmaster Voldus? Now, Grandmaster Voldus is actually a new model. He was released along with Guilliman and another Inquisitor model, which name escapes me at this point. It was a triumphant pack all those years ago. Guilliman, Voldus, and that Inquisitor. So he has been around more or less since 8th edition. He is more or less the main Grey Knight character at this point, especially since they more or less got rid of Kaldor Drago in the last Grey Knight Codex update. Voldus is more or less the #1 Grey Knight right now. Yes, you can argue Castle and Crow, but in terms of like Grandmaster in seniority in the lore, Voldus is definitely up there. Now, what it's saying over on the US website, if I actually just scroll over it right here, it says this product is out of stock and is due to be removed from the web store. Now, a lot of people are taking this as a hint that this potentially is the first small step to the Grey Knight eventual refresh. Now, I'm not going to jump into rumours just yet, but I will say I have heard that 11th edition, this edition that we're in right now, is going to be that Grey Knight refresh. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. Firstly, I just want to look at the other side of this coin when it comes to Voldus on the GW website. And this is the other side of that coin. Yes, it looks the same, but it's not. This is over on the UK website, and as you can see, the UK website doesn't have that notification on there, just the US website. Maybe this will eventually hit the UK website, but what you have to realize is that we've seen stuff like this happen before. I did a video a couple of weeks back about the Imperial Fist upgrade kit that literally had the same bit of text that Grandmaster Voldus had, and a couple of weeks later, it got restocked and it got put back on there. Maybe Games Workshop have put that notice on there while they restock that product. They ship more over from the UK to the US, so, you know, people can actually bloody buy that model. One thing I will say, when it comes to this refresh, it's going to be happening to Terminator models. Grandmaster Voldus is currently a small Terminator model compared to the current refresh of Terminator models. If you put Voldus next to the stuff that came out during 10th edition, then he would look very, very small. So when that refresh does hit, I actually do expect Grandmaster Voldus to get that refresh. Again, you have to take it how you want to take it at this point. Is it pointing that Voldus is slowly going to be phased out and he's going to get that refresh, a part of the Grey Knight refresh, or is it just a restock issue? I'll leave that to you chaps to debate and argue in the comment section down below. Now, in terms of rumours with the Grey Knight refresh, you chaps are constantly asking me about this in comment section, DMs and stuff like that, and honestly, the only thing that I've heard is the Grey Knights are getting a refresh this edition. In terms of how big this refresh is, that's up for debate. Is it going to be every single product? Is it going to be a few characters and maybe this squad or that squad? We literally don't know at this moment in time. It's all just people debating. There's been no physical, well, I say physical rumors. There's been no leaks, of course, but there's been really no like foundational rumors to build this hype upon. All I've heard from the whispers that I always trust and I always waffle about on this channel is that it's happening during 11th edition. There's one more golden thing to add onto this, which I've started to hear recently. Well, I started to hear this way back, and a lot of people called me out for it because it hasn't happened yet. And I keep saying things don't happen within weeks or months, sometimes years. It doesn't, it eventually does slide out of GW. GW working around 3 to 5 years in advance, in some cases of model releases. We've just seen that leak the other day of that brand new Knight Destrium Ad Mech model that's supposed to be coming out in 2028. That's 2 years away, and that sprue has just leaked. Now, one thing I did hear again is a kill team involving the Grey Knights, and the first rumours was stating that it was going to be a Grey Knight versus Khorne themed kill team box set. But recently, with rumours that I trust, I'm hearing that apparently it is going to be Grey Knights versus 1,000 Suns, which again I think is more likely and more narratively themed. You have the Grey Knights who battling against Chaos, and they use all their warp shenanigans sorcerer, and then on the other side you have the 1,000 Suns who are masterer of the warp shenanigans and their sorcerer. So it's psychic bolts versus psychic bolts, anti-chaos versus chaos. So that kind of makes sense narratively. But again, that is just a rumour. All rumours are lies, as I always say on this channel. When's that supposed to be coming out? You take the best guess. It could be by the end of this year, could be by the end of next year, the year after, right? It could be at the end of the 3-year cycle that GW has now put on Warhammer 40,000. Absolutely don't know when. All I can say is, like, if you want to trust the rumours that this edition we will be getting new Grey Knights. I don't know how much they're getting, what they're getting, but let's see if the rumours turn out to be true, right? That's what I always do. That's what I always say. Let's enjoy the ride, and hopefully they'll get a fantastic reign refresh. We'll get brand new characters, new reimagined characters. I personally would like to see Khaldor Drago to come back. I know he has some kind of funky lore. I know a lot of Death Guard players absolutely despise him, but I do think he deserves his time in the sun, especially now the galaxy is ripped in half and literally chaos is pouring in to real space. He can ride those chaos waves and start purging where, when, and how he bloody wants. Anyway, that's enough waffling for me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Please stop sending me the Voldus "he's going out of stock" image. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.